Good morning everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma, these are my September allotment diaries. And if you are just joining me for the first time, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put up loads of videos all about the allotment plot and just what I'm getting up to day to day, which I think when you get a new allotment plot, sometimes you don't really know what other people are doing on theirs, and so this is quite a good way of just peering into my allotment plot, into how I work and what I do day to day, month to month, so that you don't have to spy on your neighbours, you can just watch me. Obviously I haven't put a video up for a few days now. I think in light of what's happened in the UK, it just didn't feel very appropriate to put a vlog up of me being silly and trying to navigate the allotment plot. It felt a bit trivial really. So I left it. I think I feel ready to kind of get back down here and do a vlog, and obviously I'm starting with a bit of a difficult job. I'm trying to get this pallet from the back of my plot to the front of my plot, but I've just found a rather large slug that I really want to share with you. Now, from my understanding on the lives of slugs, and that understanding is quite limited, this is actually a good slug. You see the way he's sort of a bit like, he's got like a bit of an animal skin. Does that make sense? Like with the spots and stuff. He's a bit like, you know, those animal prints that people wear. Yeah, I think that means that he's a good slug and that he eats the bad slugs. So I think this is an okay slug to have in your allotment plot. But I'm not convinced on that. I don't know for certain. I don't know if his pallet's actually alright, or if it's a bit rotted. I mean, they are sort of designed to be outside, aren't they? So I think maybe it'll be okay. Let's try and get it out. Why is it so hard to do at the end? What I envisioned in my mind. That's sort of what I envisioned. Ah, that's alright, that is. So you might be thinking what my big idea is, what that is basically. I mean, you'd be a bit weird not to think what that is. I think it looks like what it's supposed to be, so I'll give you a minute to guess. That's right, well done if you guessed correctly. It is a strawberry pallet planter. I've raised it from the ground a bit because I want the strawberries to be up off of the ground so that the slugs and snails can't get them. But basically, these bits here are staple gun, like a bag in there. Put it with some soil and put the strawberries in here. So we'll have strawberries in there, and all along there, strawberries all along there, and then we can even have strawberries right at the top as well. Strawberry plant holder. The only thing I do need to make sure I do is secure it, because obviously we don't want it falling down. Oh god, just like this camera is, you see, we don't want that. I've got two ways that I was going to do that. So the first way is I was just going to drill into the sides, into the shed basically, but I don't think my shed's very strong, so I had an idea of poles. I'll sort of thread the pole, dig it into the ground obviously, like that, and then also screw it into the shed. I thought that might work. I think that'll work. I think that'll stay standing. I'm going to wait for it to dry out so I can brush all the stuff off and paint it before I put my strawberries in. But for now, we've got to focus on this, and this is the reason why I've decided to do it, because my strawberry bed is just a disaster. Okay, I've got to find the strawberry plants now. Ah, there's a good one. That's a weed. How many strawberry plants is that? I think that's 2. They're pretty indestructible strawberry plants. I've got some at home and I didn't water them during the heat wave and they went completely brown and crispy, and then I started randomly watering them again and they've all come back to life, and I've got more flowers on, just like these. These have got some more flowers on, even though we're going into the autumn, so you never know, we might get a couple. Right, what we're going to do is just take them out and protect them in some pots. If we can find any among the weeds, which just grows so fast in this bed. I've just had enough of this bed. This bed is a nightmare. Oh, always been like this. Ever since I first planted it up, it's always been full of weeds. And this is the year I do something about it. Right, there's another plant. Oh, look at this one. These things hanging off of the strawberry plant are runners, and this is how the strawberry plant reproduces and basically makes more of itself. So this is the main parent plant, and he's at least 1 year old, and he's sent out a long runner, and then there's another, if I put him down, there's another couple of strawberry plants hanging on him, and this one's even got some little strawberries which have been eaten, obviously. But this bit here, oh gosh, where is it? This is where the roots will come out, there. And so if I want to root him up, I have to put him in a pot like that, and hopefully he'll get roots. This is another runner, and you can see the roots coming off the bottom, coming out the bottom. So all I need to do is snip that off and pot him up, and he will turn into a lovely strawberry plant. And that's just how they make more of themselves. They are pretty indestructible plants, I'm not going to lie. I've just been yanking them up. They'll all live. Their roots, I think their roots grow quite shallow on the surface of the soil, which is why they're able to spread so easily. And it's also, I think, one of the reasons why there's so many weeds in here, because you think the strawberries are just all on the surface and then the weeds can just come up underneath them. So this bed's been a bit of a nightmare for a long time now. Every year I always go on about how much I hate sorting out the strawberry bed, and it's for this reason. It just gets so weedy and horrible, and it sits dormant for a lot of the year because obviously you don't get strawberries all throughout the year, so it's a pretty pointless sort of bed. So I think I'm going to put all these plants in there and in these planters here and use this bed for something else, and I'm quite excited about that actually. When I found out that the Queen had died, and it came as a bit of a shock, and I think it came as a shock for everyone, so if you felt shocked by the news, you weren't alone. And I think when I heard it, I kind of thought of when my nan died. Why do spiders always build their webs in the most inappropriate places? Honestly, right across my polytunnel. And I don't think that makes me selfish, I think that makes me human. I think a lot of us thought back to when we'd lost loved ones even though my nan was ill for quite a long time, when the end came and she did pass away, it still came as a shock. I think as gardeners we're kind of confronted and surrounded by death all the time, and in a lot of ways the death of things in a garden kind of signify a new beginning. So for example, this pea pod is well and truly dead, but inside it I have the seeds to create an entire new pea plant from scratch that will give me an abundance of peas if I'm lucky and I remember to water it. But death kind of has different meaning in a garden, and actually we kind of see it as a cycle and a process. Definitely gardening really helped me when I lost my nan, because it kind of like it taught me so much about life and death and the life cycle. And the fact is that in a garden nothing that's dead stays dead for very long, and that's kind of comforting. Is that beeping? What I was originally going to do is keep the strawberries in here and put a weed membrane over and then put little holes in it so I don't get any weeds, but I realised soil is so good, like so rich, so full of nutrients, so good, and it's just like butter to dig through, absolute butter. I just thought I could just put something so much better in here than just strawberries. I feel like strawberries just sort of sit there for most of the time, like dormant, not doing anything, and they need so much space, and it's just such a waste of space I think at my allotment plot. So I'm going to put something else in here. Probably over the winter I'll put some more autumn winter stuff out here, some brassicas and stuff, but it's exciting. I think it would be really good for pumpkins actually, so watch this space. Right, I'm going to leave that for today because it's driving me crazy now. I told you it's a job I really just dread, but that looks so much better, doesn't it? I just need to get rid of the weeds around the edge and stuff like that, neaten it up a bit, and then get those strawberries in the planter when it dries. But I'm going to leave that there for today, and I'm going to do something silly now, so let's go and do that. Now, a lot of you might know that I accidentally planted my potatoes upside down in this bed, and at the moment all I've got is nasturtiums, radishes and some Californian poppies coming up, which is not potatoes. So I'm actually going to dig one up and see what's happening under the surface. And you shouldn't do this, but sometimes I just do because I just want to know. Because if they're all dead I can just plant some more, or I can just sort of put something else in here and not waste the space. But I can't remember where they bleed now. That's the problem. Oh, hang on, is that one? Oh. Oh, that is a potato. Right, so this is what I've dug up. He's got mini little potatoes, but he's not growing any bigger or anything. He's got little mini tiny potatoes on him though. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I'll put you back in. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, he's not growing like any like leaves though. Shouldn't they be growing leaves? Oh yeah, he's growing like little potatoes, but he's not growing any. You really shouldn't be digging him up. He's got like that on the top. I don't know if they're potatoes or if that's how it grows. Well, anyway. Right, okay. They're doing something. So we haven't learnt very much other than the fact that they are doing something. They are doing something, so that's good. That's better than nothing. I just leave them then. I just leave them because they're doing something, and I just let them get on with it. But look at the bed. It is just literally a bed of horse poo and nasturtiums and some radishes, and these are green beans or runner beans, something. Oh, I don't know. We'll just leave them. Like I always say on repeat, plants know what they're doing better than we do. These are my little munchkin pumpkins that I planted way too late, but look, I've actually got a pumpkin. I can't believe that something's growing on this plant. That's absolutely incredible. He looks beautiful. He actually looks more like a patty pan. I wonder if these are patty pans. Oh well, whatever they are, they're growing. Yeah, look, I've got a couple more in here. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. I didn't think anything would come of these, and yet here they are growing. So the plant's not got very big, but we're definitely getting some kind of pumpkin on there, which is just excellent. So Tomato Jungle is doing absolutely fantastic in here, as predicted, because it's been doing well since the get-go, to be honest. We had such a warm summer that all of the tomato plants have just thrived in here. And the great big ones are starting to go red. So exciting. Look at this one. Oh, so excited about those. And then I've just got an array of Gardener's Delight and cherry tomatoes, which are kind of all around there. Just hundreds and hundreds of them. I can't even keep up with them all, but I do love tomatoes, so it's such a great crop to have actually done well in my plot. I'm actually going to, when these are done, and I don't think they're going to be done for a few weeks yet, I will remove them all, and I'm going to grow stuff in my polytunnel over the autumn winter, and I'm going to have a video coming up, a collaboration with Erica's Little Welsh Garden, and I thought I'd get that in nice and early so that we actually get off our butts and do it. But yeah, we're going to do a little collaboration and talk about what we're going to sow and grow in our polytunnels over the autumn winter, because we just want to keep going, and we don't want to stop over the autumn, and I want to see how much I can get growing in here, so that should be really exciting. But for now, Tomato Jungle is just what it is. What a harvest, huh? Beautiful. So excited to take these home and eat them and cook with them. I hope you are enjoying your plots and getting outside. It really does help to get outside in nature, especially when things in the world feel a little bit uneasy and unsettled and stuff. It really is a great way of grounding yourself. Take care of yourselves. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I will see you again really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.